Mikushin had been able to control the King's Guardians completely, and she had given them the order to kill Zeno-sama. Controlling these guys was a great drain on her energy, as they possessed great power. This effect will only last for a few hours, but it'll be more than enough for them to attack. At that time, the Guardians would leave for Zeno-sama's place. "Hey Mikushin, they realize it was you who controlled them, and they'll know you're alive."
"That's exactly what I want, Saiyan. They'll realize right away, since I'm the only person who could control beings as complex as them. He'll probably doubt about it, but I'll surprise that bastard. Since I was little, Daishin-kan was always jealous of me, since he was a weakling compared to me, and the deities always preferred me, until he got tired and trained so much to surpass me that he achieved it. And despite the fact that everyone was taking him more seriously, and that Zeno-sama chose him, he always tried to make me look bad, and took advantage of the rebellion of the angels to frame me. And finally, he could get rid of me. I never agreed with the rules of those bastards, but it would never have crossed my mind to start such a rebellion."
"I see. So it was probably all planned by Daishin-kan. They were his sons after all. He probably manipulated them into doing it, so he could throw it all on you and get you banished."
"Indeed. That's what happened, Saiyan. But even though I explained it to the king of all, Zeno-sama, he was totally blinded by my brother Daishin-kan's words. He wanted Zeno-sama to erase me from existence, but they could only seal me away."
If so, I wouldn't be surprised if the Daishin-kan priest who gave Zeno-sama the idea to erase the universes if they lost at that time. But it really doesn't matter. Whether it was Zeno-sama or that idiot Daishin-kan, they both must die. That's why I trained for thousands of years, to take revenge on them.
Meanwhile, in an unknown place, someone was watching all this, and would think, everything is going perfectly. This is all very satisfying. Soon you'll all be able to return to the great Zeno-sama. You just have to wait. I've longed for this moment for millions of years. It'll finally happen. Everyone will tremble with the mere fact of your arrival. I've had to endure seeing really pathetic and weak beings profaning over you. Those who disrespect you must die, great Soma. You're not a legend, as everyone thinks." Meanwhile, in the place of Zeno-sama, the guards had arrived at that place, and Zeno-sama and Daishin-kan were totally confident and sure that they had already killed the Saiyan. So Zeno-sama would ask them if it had cost them to kill him. They would lie to him, saying that it was something strong, but it did not cost them so much work to kill him. This is what Mikushin would order these guards to say. "Perfect, we were able to get rid of him. I didn't have to get my hands dirty." Daisy, who was on the spot, would think, "Strange. How could they have killed him so easily? I remember that he was very strong. I don't understand it. Something's wrong here. When I was with that Saiyan, I realized the immense power he had. This is not just any guy." Daishin-kan would notice an expression of displeasure on the angel Daisy's face, and asked her, "What's the matter, Daisy? Why do you have that look on your face?" Margarita at that moment would begin to tell Zeno-sama and Daishin-kan that something was not right, but at that moment, without warning the Guardians, would attack Zeno-sama and Daishin-kan from behind, with a great attack that created a great shockwave. That destructive attack had impacted with them, leaving Zeno-sama and Daishin-kan stunned by this. Zeno-sama would have been affected by this attack, as he was totally unprepared and confident at that moment. Daishin-kan was only scratched by this attack, as he always kept his resistance. He would heal Zeno-sama at that moment, and he would say, "But how did they just attack us for no reason? I can't understand it." Wait, so they lied to us. I understand everything. It's impossible. Someone must have controlled them, but the only one who has the ability to do something like that is my sister. No, it can't be her. We sealed her. Could she be the woman who Margarita said was next to that Saiyan? I don't believe it, damn it.
"So who's doing this to you, useless people? Tell me before I kill you."
"We don't care about that, you damn midget. You'll die!" At that moment, the Guardians would do their most powerful technique, and they'd perform it against Zeno-sama, but they would be stopped by Daishin-kan. "I order you to stop, or I'll kill you!" They continued to attack, but by this time, they had run out of Mikushin's spell, and it was too late. Daishin-kan would wipe them out of existence. "If guys like you could manipulate them so easily, you don't deserve to live. You're pathetic! Damn sister. Hope this isn't about you." On the other hand, Mikushin had seen that the Guardians had already done their job, and this one would say to Goku, "It's time, Saiyan." "I see, so it's finally here. I see, so it's finally time." At that instant, they would head to where Daishin-kan and Zeno-sama were. Daishin-kan was sensing two great powers, which were approaching that place. What the hell? Who owns those two great powers approaching?
"They're already here, Father. I knew they'd come."
It was them who did all this to make them angry.
Goku and Mikushin would appear in front of them, leaving them totally speechless. So it was true. But how could it be possible? How did you escape from the seal? I didn't want to believe it. I thought it was just a crazy thought, but it's real.
That's right, brother. I was able to escape from that horrible place.
You detestable Zeno-sama. You sent your guards to assassinate me. What a coward you are. You don't know how long I waited to see your face. The one who mercilessly destroyed everything I loved.
And you should have been eliminated along with your universe. It was your Saiyan destiny, but for some reason, you're able to survive. And now you're causing a lot of trouble.
Shut up, you bastard! You seem to have changed, but that hasn't changed that you're the same stupid being you always were. Meanwhile, Mikushin would say to the Saiyan,
Son Goku, it's time for you to show your power. For this, I decided to free you from that dimension. You must eliminate them.
Don't make me laugh, sister. Are you really going to use that Saiyan to fight me? How disappointing. A weak and pathetic mortal like him won't be able to fight me. Goku at that moment, using his power, would throw himself against Daishinkan. They would have a great battle, which would shake the whole place. The Saiyan's able to fight on par with me. What's going on? Goku would give Daishinkan a big kick, causing Daishinkan to hit the ground. He saw Goku and would say, I admit, you surprised me. You're somewhat strong, but not Saiyan enough. Daishinkan would increase his power in a colossal way, making this felt throughout the multiverse.
What is this great power? I've never seen my brother give off so much. Impressive.
It's enough, Saiyan. I won't waste my time with a scumbag like you. I'll kill you quick. Try it, you damn priest. Daishinkan in moments had appeared in front of Goku, and he would do the supreme technique of the angels. This would lock him inside an eternal seal, which made him trapped in a place called the Dimension of Despair. This could only be done by Daishinkan, since it was a technique created by him.
It can't be. You locked him in that horrible dimension. If he had been locked in that place, he would never have escaped. No one who's been locked in that place has ever escaped. What will happen now? Saiyan, don't disappoint me.
What a bummer. I had to seal it. I told you it was pathetic. This time I'll kill you, sister. I'll show you no mercy.
Don't be stupid, Daishinkan. That's Saiyan. You couldn't beat him that easily. I'm sure of that.
Goku inside that place thought, the atmosphere in this place is so heavy. How unbearable. I must get out of this place quickly. Goku would try to use his power to escape, but it was impossible. I see. I'll have to use all my power to get out of this place. Not even in the time room had I used so much power. Goku at that moment would give off an enormous power. He had reached his most powerful transformation. Goku would increase his power so much that the very balance of the dimension would be broken, causing him to leave the Dimension of Despair. How? It's impossible! No one's ever been able to break free from that place! Daishinkan, you provoked it. I didn't think I'd have to use my absolute power to have to face you. You've sentenced your death. The hell? How did he get out of that place? No one's ever done it before. That dimension was supposed to seal him for eternity. Sealed thousands of very powerful warriors, but no one's been able to escape from it. How did he do it?
I told you, brother. Did you think that it would end like that? Don't be pathetic. That will end your life, and you'll become just a memory in my mind. Like that stupid dwarf will also be eradicated.
At that moment, Zeno-sama, with a very serious expression, would say to Goku,
I've had enough of you, Saiyan. You've caused me enough trouble. You didn't want to accept your own destiny, but you must understand. If destiny didn't end your life, then I will. Who do you think you are to come and challenge us, you bastard?
At that moment, Zeno-sama raises his hand, and he would say to him,
Disappear!
He had performed his supreme technique against the Saiyan, but he saw with his own eyes that this infallible technique had not worked against the Saiyan, leaving Zeno-sama completely stunned by this. A great shiver ran through his body. He'd be frozen because he couldn't mentalize in his head that someone could have survived that technique, especially a Saiyan. Daishinkan himself was speechless to see this, because even he couldn't have survived that if Zeno-sama tried to eliminate him. Did you really think you could finish me off with that simple technique? What an idiot you are. I've waited for this moment for a long time, in which I could take revenge for what they did. For that reason, I trained for millennia, just to see their suffering faces, knowing that their lives depend on me and my decisions, just as they felt those universes that you mercilessly eliminated. You'll pay the same coin. Shut up, Saiyan! Just because you're the only one to survive that technique doesn't mean you're superior to us. I'll finish you off immediately with my own hands. At that moment, Daishinkan, using all his powers, would appear from behind the Saiyan's back, and this would give him a strong blow, which was stopped by the Saiyan with one of his hands. Understand, you damn priest. You're no match for me anymore. Daishinkan would continue to strike at the Saiyan with devastating speed, but still, Goku parried each of his blows with ease.
Too bad you end up like this, brother, but you and that stupid midget deserve it.
Goku at that moment would give Daishinkan a big punch that sent him crashing to the ground.
This can't be happening. I'm being downgraded to a Saiyan. Impossible. This can't be real. This can't be real.
Believe me, it is, priest. As real as your subsequent death.
Kill them already, Goku. Make it quick. You caused a mess in the space and time universes because of their fight. Goku at that moment would do one of his techniques, which was the Shiram. This technique was created by Goku himself, and he had perfected it completely in the time room.
Didn't think I'd have to use the Shiram, but it's perfect for ending yours and Zenosama's existence right now.
This technique turns his enemy into dust immediately, causing it to consume his every particle, and causing it to disappear from existence itself by eliminating their soul as well. Goku would charge the Shiram to end Daishinkan's life, but suddenly everyone felt a very overwhelming power somewhere in the universe.
But what's wrong? Where does this great power come from? It's huge!
On the other hand, the unknown subject said,
At last, the great time has come, Soma. It has appeared before my eyes again, and I never thought this would happen. I did everything you ordered me to do, manipulated everything at my whim since before that such power tournament. Thanks to that happened exactly what I wanted and expected, but I don't care if that price was to wait so many thousands and thousands of years. I was able to get him out of that place, a dimension that kept him locked up for so long. The moment the Saiyan increased his power, he unbalanced all space and time between the dimensions, causing time gaps to open up as I planned from the beginning.
Well done, Kane. You did perfect. I knew you wouldn't let me down, but now that I'm back, I must regain the power that I once had.
Mr. Soma, all the universes are gone except one. There are not enough lives needed for you to regain your great power.
I see. That idiot destroyed them all, so I kill him myself, and his life will be more than enough to regain my power.
On the other hand, Mikushin had realized what Goku and Daishinkan had caused, leaving her stunned to see what she had caused. She would feel the power, and immediately realize who it was. This made her face turn pale.
Is it Soma? No, it can't be. It can't be him. This can't be happening.
Why do you have that face, Mikushin? What's wrong?
It's your fault, Saiyan. You should have finished him off quickly. But now it's too late. He's appeared again, the most feared being of all. Many thought it was just a legend, but he's real.
Wait, but what guy are you talking about?
It's called Soma. The only thing that it was known is that the past Daishinkan with the help of Zenosama, and all the deities united their power to be able to seal this being. But even so, many of these deities lost their lives when they couldn't stand it anymore. This one was above all. But because of his evil plans, he had to be locked up. I think we forgot a little detail, and I'm starting to believe that she was the one who planned all this from the beginning. She may have manipulated everything, even before the Tournament of Power. All the decisions that have led us here could have been influenced by her. That woman is Kane, and in her time she did everything to please Soma. That's why now, I have no doubt that it was her. She has the power to alter people's thoughts.
Then I get it. That's why thousands of years ago I had thought of going to train in that time room, just before the Tournament of Power started. That little manipulation in my head was the root of it all. That woman's the real culprit of all this. If she hadn't done it, I would have fought in the Tournament of Power and possibly won, and none of this would have happened.
I see. So everything went just the way she wanted it to, until she took you to fight with Daishinkan and caused that great impact on all dimensions. I'm surprised she's been doing this all these thousands of years. Now we're lost. They shouldn't have neglected that woman.
Everyone would be speechless to know that many of her actions were influenced by this guy named Kane, and that's why he released the terrifying Soma. On the other hand, the great Soma would say, It's time to take back all that I have lost. Take back everything that was once mine. With my great power, I can rebuild these eliminated universes in my own way, and everything will be ruled by my thoughts.
So it shall be, my great Soma. It makes me very happy to see you back.
But I must go and eliminate that useless Daishinkan, and everyone with him. They've done their job. They're just a nuisance. They'll have to disappear too.